Hello everyone, Switchabler here, and wow! Now it's time for Season 8 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I have been waiting a lot for the next season to start, and now it is here. I mean, it just wow. Because last year, just after Season 7 was over, I wondered, would it even be? No, wait, it was actually before season 7 ended. I wondered, would it be in another season or more? Then I read on Equestria Daily, it was confirmed to have a season 8. And now it's also been confirmed from the leak. Season 9 is going after also to be the final season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic until My Little Pony sees Generation 5 and starts with early 2020. But still there are at least 2 years left from that. And now season 8 has started with the episode School Days. And just wow. In the early part of the story of this episode, you see that the main 6 gathered in the cutie map room in Twilight's castle. To see the map has been expanded on this range from Equestria to beyond, from to even further also. And one more major part that the movie of My Little Pony from last year is canon. They actually brought the topic of the movie, the event, into the show. I mean, they managed to take the season 8 started just shortly after the movies ended. So even they mentioned Storm King was defeated, and that Starlight even asked what happened to Tempest's shadow. That Twilight offered her to stay in Ponyville, but that she declined the offer that she wanted to go out in the world to spread the word that Storm King is defeated and to learn more about friendship. So the big question is, what else will they bring back from the movie? Will they bring back any of the other characters like Tempest, Capper, or the Pirates, or even Skystar? From itself, the movie, and there was actually a great opportunity and even great potential to bring topics, the events from the movie into the next season. It was just perfect. I say it was the most perfect moment they could even do from the other writers. But for most of that, since now they have managed to see even that this map was expanded and that Twilight wanted to help other creatures to learn about friendship. And since they want to start a school of friendship, which I think it is a perfect idea for that, to learn about friendship in one place and as a school, it's just a great idea. But since to learn from Celestia that she wants Twilight to run the school, and she would be the principal or headmaster of school. But then, to learn about something else, the EEA, Equestrian Education Association. And a group of ponies that actually runs the orders and the rules for schools in Equestria. And since they brought us, and since Twilight went to this organization to talk to them, to the Chancellor Nehei, to at least for the proposal. And since the school was open, and since she asked her friends to be the students and Starlight to be the counselor advisor in the school. Since Starlight's her position as counselor at the school, it was actually quite interesting to see, but also to see how her friends react about they to be the teachers, and especially for Rainbow, people call me Professor Egghead. Well, and even then, to see all the expressions to say that they thought that, oh, this is going to be a pony school, but Twilight had something else in mind. To start a school for every creature, like griffins, hippogriffs, yaks, dragons, and even others, to learn about true friendship. That is something that is just perfect. Even to see as Pinky's expressions, that wasn't expected. Priceless, just priceless. And even to see Gilda's grandfather at the school, it was something, well, I didn't expect to see him there. I thought maybe they would put in another male character, like another male griffin, like Gala's father or brother or something, but Gilda's grandfather? Could that imply that Gilda and Gallus are related somehow? Like cousins, siblings, or I don't know. But for more of the story itself of this part of this episode, it was beyond, and I mean beyond my expectation to see that, to see even see hippogriffs in this next season. Even there was leaked episodes about to see that hippogriffs were part of it. But and even then, to see one hippogriffs, the two in the same episode, Sea Spray as the general in the Queen Nova's navy. Well, he was more calm, serious, but the other one was actually Silverstream, very much energetic hippogriff. She was like, I think she's almost like Pinky, so hyperactive. She was so hyperactive to see a Jack and a Changeling. Wow! And even then, all the students were, first of all, very good. What I saw, it was great. The students they get learned about through friendship and everything seems to be working well. And even Rarity for all the ponies there. She was actually looking forward to being a teacher, even dressed like a teacher. And even then, all the seems to be working perfectly for all the students and for Twilight's dream to be a start of school. But then it seems that Twilight's starting to know that all the other friends are teaching their ways not after the book of guidance of the EAA. So he forced them to follow the rules after the book. And they did. And all the students there later on started becoming bored and, well, so other of this is like the Yak, Jonah, Smolder Dragon, Silverstream, Gallus, and Sandbar, now it's called the Young Six, reference to the main six. They actually skipped the class. And since the day when the parents and friends was going to school to see how this everyone went, like Thorax and the Prince of Yaks and Great Gilda's grandfather, they were there to see how everything went to their still students. And when they saw this big, how to describe it as a bug or a bugbear or something, approached the school, it was a panic. And since then, Chancellor Nahey thought, when he found out this school was not only for ponies but every other creatures, he thought that that the other creatures would bring their knowledge of friendship back to them, so they could somehow threaten, and destroy Equestria. I think that Chancellor Nahey could be the next main enemy in this season. I was surprised enough to see that he will appear in many of our episodes in the series. So, what will I say about this episode? Well, I know for sure that Chancellor Nahei can be the next true villain, like Terek, Storm King, for example, part of it. So, except from them, what else can we see from this episode itself? And even when he found out that Twilight had formed a school just not only for ponies but other creatures, he was furious. He believed that other non-ponies creatures like the changelings, jacks, dragons, and griffins cannot be trusted. They are unpredictable creatures that they could use the friendship against them to destroy their own society. But Twilight knows for sure they wouldn't. Since the dragons and the changelings has been reformed, well, at least the changeling has been reformed, and since the dragons have made peace with the ponies. Since Amber is the current Dragon Lord, she make sure that there are peace between her kind and the pony kind, and also that even the yaks can one slightly thing could bring them to declare war for anything. So, but even then, and even to see that Silverstream is actually Queen Nova's niece and also cousin to Skystar. So I can understand that Skystar and Silverstream are almost similar in much energy hyperactive. But from they see that Chancellor Nahei thought the other creatures will destroy Equestria by using the friendship against them, and that he said that the students skipped class, and that was against the rules in the guideline, and everything else that most of the students that the other creatures started on is too dangerous to have at school. That could be danger and threaten the safety of the ponies in Equestria, even at school. So he declared the school off limits and even used his magic to seal it off. And even though the other leaders of their allies, like the Griffins, the Dragons, only tried to make them thought this was there was a embarrassment, even like it was embarrassment and also is angered them all except for Thorax. He understands they believe the true friendship, but most other opponents they don't. Even then they found out that some of the students, the young six, Silverstream, Gallus, Sandbar, Yona, and even Smolder had left town and had somehow disappeared. And the leaders they threatened to start war if they don't bring back their young ones. And they have finally actually taken shelter in every forest of all places in the old Royal Sisters Castle. They want to stay there. They want to learn the true friendship. And then suddenly some creatures appeared, seems to be very friendly, but then appear to start acting aggressive against them. They would be done for if it wasn't for the main six to appear to save them and manage to bring them back to Camp de Ponyville at the school. And even to see Twilight so depressed that she felt that she had failed her students and even her friends, that she wanted to start a school for every creature to learn about friendship. Even that Spike and her friends tried to make cheer her up, it didn't work. But since after they managed to save all the students, bring them back, they actually want to start the school, and then actually Twilight used her magic to open and broke the seal against the school. But then Chancellor Nahei appeared, not from some sort of magical portal. Then he said that no other creatures were allowed to go in school because that school that Twilight started doesn't follow the AAA rules. But she said that is not an AAA school, it's actually a school of friendship. She had actually made a book of her own rules, which I think is a great idea. To start the school not based from the AAA system, to only do friendship lessons, to be a new type of school based on friendship, nothing else, to truly to learn about and teach about true friendship to others. That friendship can be learned from others, and even that friendship can appear in every creature, like a dragon and ponies, for example, or the yaks with the hippogriffs. So, I do wonder, could even Discord have a teacher role in school? That would be perfectly awesome. But right from this episode itself, that the Yaks could actually start a war from anything, and the Griffins, Hippogriffs are also the same thing, that they thought this was a bad idea as well. And the Dragons take all kinds of offense easily. But since they managed to bring them back, and since Twilight sent the letters to all the leaders and included Celestia to help them, and that she managed to calm them every down, and they stay over in school, and it seems to be work together again. And since after that, the school seems to be working just perfectly. So, what else are the other of these teachers? What is the teachers of this? What are the main six teaching? Since Twilight is the principal of the school, it seems Fluttershy is teaching about the animals, how to take care of the nature, and Rarity taking care about fashion, all kinds of be acting generosity, and also that I think Rainbow is teaching about speed, loyalty, and even how the weather is working in Equestria. But I don't know. But from this episode itself, 2 episodes actually, it was a great start. It was a great start from the new season. It took my expectation beyond that I even believed. This season 8 is something I could look forward to. Even though several of the episodes has been leaked, and I have by even seen some of those leaked episodes, but I won't even tell exactly what happened on those episodes. Nope. Don't want to spread any spoilers for others. But from this part, I can think season 8 might be better than any of the other seasons so far. But I didn't even say that is only based on my own opinion, of course. And so from season 8 premiere, School Daze Part 1 and Part 2. Those were actually very much enjoyable episodes. Those episodes took my expectation even further. When only when I heard about the title of the episode itself, not what was much detail about what happened. And it was worth the waiting for this episode. It was more than I could imagine. I understand if other fans or viewers think the same thing, of if this is a great episodes or good episodes or bad episodes, but I can't even say for them. But from my personal experience, from my personal saying, it was one of the best opening season episodes ever. So I will give this episode an A plus. No, A plus. No, A 2 double plus, actually. An A with 2 pluses. This was one of the best episode, and it was very much hilarious in the part where the panic, the students, and when I say the Pinky say, that was unexpected. So, whatever should I expect from? I'm saying, yay, finally, season 8 is here. But this episode was just great. This episode was so great. I mean, wow. And of course, there might be other fans out there who thinks this episode's not just that great, it's just good enough, but I can't even say for their opinion, of course. But yeah, I think this episode of this series can still be part of a great opportunity and potential to be even greater later in the season. And I'm looking forward to see the season premiere episodes when Terek returns. I wonder how that will end up and what will he do? Well, then this is all what I want to say from this episode review. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always everyone, this is Swedish Tableau over and out.